97. I'm Nessa. T.I. Tiny's Family Hustle.
Yeah.
Season 5, right?
Yep.
Every Monday on VH1.
Right.
All right, so Messiah, Domani.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, you're so big now. This is so weird. You know that, right?
I guess so.
I love how you were making fun of your dad on Instagram. You know, we were all cracking up.
I won, by the way.
Oh, you won. You murdered dad. Like, he was
Of
done.
course.
So who do you get your wit from?
The Lord himself.
Oh, I like how you didn't give any of you guys credit.
Good answer.
He gave it to me.
That's so awesome. Okay, so Messiah, are you allowed to drive yet, or do we have to wait till next week to see what happens?
Legally, no, but I can drive. I can make it happen if, I need to.
He's not a good driver.
He's not a good driver.
I would say differently.
You looked like you knew the rules. Like when I was watching an episode, it was a lot of, hey, buckle up, and you were focused. But
Oh, yeah.
no, Dad, what do you think? Is he good enough yet?
He's better than he was when he started.
I'm better than him, for real.
Well,
We'll
how do
just
you
have to
know?
see.
Have you been driving?
Have you been driving?
Nope. Nah, I don't remember.
Just your gut
Slipped
tells
my
you.
mind.
Yeah, it's in your mind.
Yeah, I just know I'm better than him.
Oh, okay.
Everything I do, I'm better than him.
Oh,
At first.
wow.
And then he just catches up.
He catches up. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. So you get nervous with them, with girls?
Nah.
Not yet.
No reason to be nervous.
Nah, it's not. That's the one thing I really ain't got to really worry about with him.
Any advice you give them, hey, be careful,
Of course, yes.
A woman.
a woman. That's how.
A woman.
See, with a woman, they always want something. Yeah, that's how
Is
you
that what
start it
Dad
off.
That's how
says?
you start
Yeah,
the conversation.
that's how
A
it start off.
woman.
A woman.
I mean, I just make sure that they know that they have responsibilities, and all things in life that are the best to you at first don't always wind up being the best for you. And I just try to make sure that I convey that message as often as possible about women and other things.
Yeah, and other things. Okay, so now I have a question. When you guys are in trouble and you guys know you did something wrong, would you rather your dad know about it or your mom? Who would you rather deal with?
I deal with him.
Yeah. My mom. My dad.
You rather deal with your dad?
Yeah.
He's cooler? He's nicer?
He's more understanding.
He's more
Because
understanding.
he know that he's been our age before, and he understands. So
Now, you guys know, you know Dad, but for a lot of us, we know Dad as, a gangster, a street guy, so
What?
to see this, I know, when we watch him, we're like, God, he's just mature now. But can you guys see that? Can you picture that about your dad? Or is it just
Being
no?
a gangster?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a time and a place for everything,
Yeah.
I don't think there's no reason to be that way in the house.
Yeah.
So,
Have his little moments sometimes. Because one time we was in Coachella for the
Oh.
Outkast play, the
Yeah.
Outkast concert, right? So we were going backstage, and he had my little sister on his back. She was sleeping, and the dude wouldn't let us backstage.
Oh,
right?
no.
So you're like, we need to go backstage.
You gonna let us in, or we gonna run you over?
Yeah, he gave him an option, and he
That
still
was the option.
that
I like
was
the
the
option.
He
He
still
should've
wasn't
just-
having it, so he just shoved him with my sister on his back, mind you. He shoved his way through the backstage, through the dude, and yeah, that was one of those moments where I was like,
You're like, okay, the old one is
school.
back.
Yeah.
Old school.
The old school is back.
That's what he called me.
Do you ever wonder anything about his past? If you could ask your dad a question, you're like, Dad, how was it when XYZ? What would you guys ask your dad?
Pops,
What's up, man?
what was it like making money for
Such a great question.
what was it like making money for the rent and
What you mean? You mean like before
how
I
you
had a
did-
career?
yeah, however you did it. However you did it.
You don't have to say too much in how
what
you
was
did
it
it,
like?
but
What
when
was
you
it like
did
making money?
Well, it was mandatory. That's you have a different motivation when you wake up and you know that unless you make enough money to eat, you won't eat. there's a different motivation. There's a different drive. Yeah, that'd been nice when, the days when I came home from school and I wasn't going. I knew before I made it home, I had to make $100 because things had to be done. There were bills and there were obligations. Mm-hmm. And I mean, those different things. Those are the things that kind of push me past your known limitation. Your known limitations. You know what I'm saying? You might right now you think, okay, well, this is my limit, but until you are actually pushed to that point and motivated to go past it, you don't know how far you can go, how much you can do.
I have a question.
What's your question?
What age were you when you realized that it's time to do something?
It's time to do something. Oh my man, I honestly, I was like 11 years old.
11?
I was like 11 years
Oh
old.
man, that's crazy.
I was like 11 years old when I think I was at my grandmama's house and I was like, you know what? I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here and nobody's going to do it but me.
So being a dad, and you do such a good job, like, you talk to your kids, like they listen, they gravitate, but I guess what's the hardest part still? Because I'm sure it's not as fun all the time.
I think the hardest part now is dividing time, because, before, like right now, you don't have kids, right?
No.
Okay, so right now, if you say, okay, how many kids you say you want?
I think like 2.
You want 2?
That's about it.
Okay, well, I always wanted a big family because I grew up as an only child, at least in the house I lived in. I had other siblings by my father in other places in the world, but just, as far as me and my house, I was the only child. So I always said I wanted a big family. But you never account how much time has to be divided because each child needs their own individual, like they need their moments. And you still have to I still have a career, I still have other things to do, and to divide the time to allocate moments for like graduations. Listen, let me tell you something. I did not realize how boring
They're so
graduations were.
Oh, it's horrible.
Because up until say like, let me see, 3-4 years ago, I was just going to like kindergarten graduation. You go to a kindergarten graduation. Oh, okay, cool. I eat some cookies.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? They throw their caps in the air.
Yeah.
And we go home. Okay. A 5th grade graduation. A 5th grade, that is the most boring, the most useless graduation to me.
Yeah.
Because they go in there and they want to have different, like, announcements.
Yeah.
And they want to have ceremonies. And listen, man, you're going to 6th grade, okay?
Yeah.
You're going to 6th grade. Wonderful. I remember his 5th grade graduation, and right after his 5th grade graduation, guess what?
What?
I had to go to his 5th grade graduation, and then after then I had Deja's. Hey, listen, man, why don't we just get everybody in one school, okay? Everybody graduated 12th grade. I think that would be...
That's what it's supposed to be.
What
You know what?
agree.
We should celebrate college graduation because you guys are going to go to college and, we're going to get past
Yeah.
that. Right? That's how
Yeah.
my parents never showed up to my high school graduation because
What?
they were like, well, you're supposed to. Like, what? You're supposed to graduate.
Ooh, you had a cold family.
Yeah. I went to
Good
college
God.
and they still didn't come to that because they're like, all
What?
right. Okay, cool.
You know
and
what?
what's next?
That's what I get into it with Tamika the most about certain things like, school field trips. I try to make it to one
yeah.
a year, maybe. Once until you hit middle school. You hit middle school young.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like for major, I try to go to one,
Yeah.
at least. But when I went to the one this year, because I didn't want to ride on the school bus with the heathens.
Yeah.
You see
Of
what I'm
course
saying? I'm
not.
not riding on this bus with these children, these
Yeah.
strange children. I don't know these people.
Oh,
Nor
yeah.
their parents.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? You say, well, Major's riding with him. Well, he's with them every day.
He knows the
He knows
heathens.
these people. He
Yeah.
knows these people. I don't know these people. So I go, and then I'm sleepy. You wake me up at 7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just getting in the house at 5.
Yeah.
But I go. And so because I'm sleeping, you just gonna sleep? Yeah, I'm sleeping. What's wrong with me sleeping?
Yeah.
They're having a good time. They don't know I'm asleep. What's the problem here?
Yeah.
My parents didn't come to any of my field trips.
I know.
But I guess We're in a new day and age.
Times
and
are different.
Times are much different now. They expect a lot more now.
Oh yeah.
They expect so much more.
Who do you feel out of all the kids expects the most time from you?
Deja.
Yeah, Deja.
I knew it.
Deja.
Deja does, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my princess. She's a very very special little lady.
Yeah.
She's very eloquent and like sophisticatedly smart and artistic. She plays like Mozart. Is that Mozart that she plays?
Oh
on the
my
piano?
gosh.
Mistaken, yeah. It's Mozart.
Oh, she just yeah.
She
She's
taught
on a
herself.
different level.
She taught herself. She doesn't read music or nothing. She just she plays a lot of stuff just by playing it.
Hearing the notes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. When you guys have questions about like life and girls, you guys ever hesitate asking dad or mom, or is it just you know what, dad, I need some
No.
advice?
If I really need some.
Oh,
no.
if you really need
If.
something. Oh.
Or when, I don't hesitate. No.
I think I handle all the girl advice. I think I believe that our family has been divided in the proper way, where you ask the guys ask the father for the girl advice,
Yeah.
and all the girls ask mom for the guy
Good advice.
Yeah.
I guess what's the one girl advice that they want to know that you feel like that has been brought up by all the boys? Do they ask love questions?
I know everything I
No, we
need
don't
to
do
know.
that.
I'm fine. I don't.
Oh, you're fine.
No, I'm cool.
Well, do I have to say I'm fine for you to believe that?
No, I don't
fine.
believe it.
I'm fine.
Do you guys really think that? You guys just like
I mean, we don't really have to ask. He usually
Really?
just tell
Yeah.
us. Yeah, he bring it up like
He brings-
a woman. It just comes
Man,
up.
you know
See,
what?
son.
You know what? Guess what? The way you know that they really believe what they say is because they ain't really been through enough
I know.
stuff to know
yeah.
that they don't know yet. Right now, from what they can handle it.
Yeah, oh for sure.
They-
Costa
they
Rica
are-
was cool.
They masters
Oh,
of the
yeah.
level of the game that they own right now.
Yeah.
At this stage, they've mastered this stage.
Yeah.
Once they it'll all make sense.
Oh
Once
my
you-
gosh. What are you going to do when their hearts are broken? Because it's going to
I ain't
happen.
gonna do nothing. I'm gonna laugh. What you
Yeah,
mean?
that's like something he gonna do.
I'm gonna have to laugh too. I
I'm
can't.
laugh.
Yeah, cause when he laugh, like it's so contagious. Like it makes you want to laugh. Like when I got in trouble at school and I had to get my hair cut, I was mad. Then I got out the chair. He started joking. I had to laugh. Like
Yeah.
it was funny. So
But see, that was a perfect punishment because he values his hair so much. So you fail a class, I'm gonna fail your haircut.
exactly. Yeah.
See? Get it where oh, Dad, get to where it
And then
hurts.
I'm gonna laugh in your face.
Yep, see?
Like a nerd. Oh.
But then when you do that, I feel better. So
That is so
defeats the
cute.
purpose.
Do your friends I guess always talk about your parents? Do they want to come around, or is it just normal? Like they don't look at it like T.I and Tiny. Is it more just like, oh, those are your parents?
As we move to new schools, it would be very, annoying. Everybody would
Right.
ask a lot of questions, but as the year goes on, it gets normal.
we kind of go through that too, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, just separating people who just want to be around to just be around, and people who are actually, genuinely,
Yeah.
like your friends.
Do you guys like your dad as a artist, a musician, a rapper, or as an actor?
You don't have to say yes.
But between an actor and a rapper, what do you guys like to see Dad more of?
I like to see you in more acting.
Oh.
More acting. I like the old rapper you.
The
better
old
than
Oh, the
Old
trap.
rapper you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I like too. That's what I like.
But
I was
yeah,
listening to King, the album.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my room. I was listening to it. I was like, all right, well, this is run over a couple of them. I was listening to it. I was like, whoa.
Take your glasses off.
Cause when the last time I heard it, I was like real young. I was just like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now I listened to it, I was like, whoa, it sounded like he really talking to you. Like it's crazy. So I would pick music.
Music more. You know, when you hear it in a couple more years, it's gonna sound different again to you.
Exactly.
You're gonna pick up things that just like, oh God,
It's
Dad?
their stuff I don't pick up on, so I guess so.
I appreciate his answer because I want to see me more in more film. and
You're good at acting,
Well,
man.
thank
You're
you
good
so
at it.
much.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I think I found a different sense of reward from it. You know, I get something from it that I don't necessarily get from music.
Yeah.
And when I listen to King, I hear different stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? King and you know, trap music, you know, just certain records, it takes me back to a certain period.
You know
in
what I
my
thought
life.
was funny?
What?
When I heard his old music, is when he tried to fit like all the words in the last little bar. and then, like the rest of the song be like dun, and
then he'll just go hard right there.
I was like, whoa.
What would you say is like probably your top 3 favorite songs from Dad for both you guys?
I'll let him.
Come and ride with me.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Come and ride with me. That's my favorite one.
That's your favorite one.
Yeah, I like
We found one.
You know you love this life. I like that song.
Love this life.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and if you had to pick a third one that you just love to listen to,
I don't know.
then
I gotta
you
go
could pick.
through
You
my
could throw one
phone.
in. You guys can. This could be a collective
Motivation. I like that one.
motivation. That's classic.
Motivation.
That's the one that's gotten many of us through our hard time.
Paper Trail. I'm ill. Illy. What you call it?
Illy.
Bam.
Bam.
I like that. I like
I
that
like
song.
that. Bam. How do you keep them humble though?
You know what I think helps us out a lot? Being at our dad's house and seeing what we have, and then going to our mom's house and like going to school and seeing our friends and hearing their situation. You know that our situation are nothing compared to their situation.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps
you
me
know
humble.
what? For you to see that just shows how mature you are.
And also consequences, the application of consequences, man.
Yeah.
I think that you reward great things and you have to, you know, issue out consequences for not so great things.
Yeah. What are we going to see on the rest of the season? Are they going to get on allowances? Like what
They
can we
got-
expect?
I mean, well that's like the first season.
Yeah. But like now, do they ask for more money? Like does it keep increasing or
I mean, they want to make more money as they
Exactly.
should. Messiah has, you know, he appeared or acted in his first film. Do you want to talk about your first film?
Yeah.
Yeah, I play as Jermaine in a movie they call Sons to the Grave with Trevor Jackson and a few other people they got from other films. Trevor Jackson and other people they found in other films.
Who directed?
Michael T.
Yeah, Michael T.
Michael
Who
T,
actually
who
was
was
Uncle George in
in
ATL.
ATL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is great. So is that what you want to do? You want to
That's what I want to do.
go into the acting world? Do you get nervous for him to be in this industry at all?
Nope.
He's not the
Want to
nervous
toss
type.
him right in. Is that
Oh.
what you want to
Not
do?
the nervous type.
Just,
out there.
that's what you want to
That's
do.
what you want to do. Get your ass out there and go
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you want to do, Domani?
I like music. I just want to make music. So
Oh, do you want him to do music?
You know what? If he does it, I want him to do it well.
Yeah.
I mean, I want him to be the best at whatever it is he can do. I honestly think, I think he's a very dope artist. Like
Right.
he paints and draws, and I also think he could be
I
a.
do it all.
You can do it all. That was how we started the whole interview. I could do it. I
Yeah.
could do it better than everyone.
Exactly.
I also think he could be a dope engineer, architect. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how many years of school he gonna actually be able to focus through.
Listen, all I'm saying is, look, music's great, but if you could be an engineer, man,
I think he can do that too.
you could do it all.
Build
I can
airplanes.
do it all.
And
You could do
Yep.
it all.
Yep.
I think like he's that kind of guy.
Gosh, this is so awesome. What are you guys looking forward to for season 5? Like, what are we going to walk away with, being that we're viewers and we enjoy your guys' show?
If you didn't see that, we all have different personalities.
Absolutely.
In the beginning, you'll definitely see it in season 5.
Any surprises? Anything coming up in this season like that we're just not expecting at all? Other than maybe, is it? How do you say it? Zonique?
Yeah, neek.
Neek. So
Yeah.
she's getting a tattoo. We saw the preview of that. Does she? Well, can you tell us?
And she moving out.
How are you feeling about this?
1 down, 5 to go.
I can't with you right now. You know your dad does mean it, but doesn't mean it. Like he loves you guys being around, right?
Yeah,
I understand his
I love
humor.
him being around. We can meet up and eat and go home.
This guy.
I love it, man. So, okay, so T.I, I can't let you go without talking a little bit about music.
What about it?
I heard that you're working with Travis Scott, helping his
Yeah.
album, and
Well, I mean, no, Travis Scott, man, Travis has metamorphosized into a monster over the past
Right.
9 months or so, man. His tour, man, with Thugger, man, went phenomenally.
Yeah.
This album, Rodeo, I heard it, and I think it's probably going to be the greatest debut since Kendrick Lamar. I'd
Wow.
say. Yeah, he out there. You know what I mean? And I mean just in a Beastie Boys rebellious, piss on the principal's desk kind of way.
raging. Yeah, for sure. That's
You
Travis.
know what I'm saying, man? And we always used to butt heads, man, simply because I don't know. I don't know if in his mind, if I stood for the systematic old way of doing things, and he, but in conversation, we're always cool, and when we hanging out doing nothing, we're always cool. But whenever it come time to decide what music should go where and how it should be released and what marketing tools we
Yeah.
should use, that's when we always like clash. So we spent a little time away from one another for a minute, and we just bumped heads again, and now we back locked in, and and everybody's eager to release this project, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be stupid.
You've worked with just about everybody. Is there anyone left that you still are like, you know what? I still gotta make this happen right here.
Old man, it's old heads, man. Like Prince, Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross,
Yeah.
like legends. You know what I'm saying? Outkast. I did an Andre 3000 record. I want to do an Outkast record. I mean, man, to be honest with you, man, I would still do music with just about anybody with a song that's dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not at a point in my career where I have to collaborate with someone to assume a certain level of success.
Of course.
So it's all about the record. It's all about the music.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what you like at this point, you don't have anything
Sure.
to prove. You've done it all at this point.
Speaking of what I like, also Evan Ross has an outstanding a single that we just released called "How to Live Alone" with me and him, and it's a dope record. I think people will be pleasantly surprised with how you sound. Let me see other things I like. Watch the Duck. Are you familiar with Watch
No,
the Duck?
I'm not.
Watch the Duck is I don't know how to categorize Watch the Duck. R&B, EDM.
Don't categorize.
Yeah, they are an amoeba of talent.
Nice.
And they me and Pharrell actually collaborating on their project together as executive producers. And I'm excited about what they have to offer. Troy Ave, he dominating the independent world right now, man. Major Without a Deal is like number 2 on iTunes hip hop. That's super dope. Bankroll Mafia. Bankroll Mafia. Shot to God. Myself. Pee Wee Roscoe, Thugger, Young Dro. We working on a compilation album together called Bankroll Mafia.
So how about you guys? Who do you want to see Dad work with?
I want to see him work with Prince, like he said. I want to see how that
Me as well.
works.
Like, clearly, you've said this before because they knew right
Yeah.
away, Prince.
Also, I would like to see him do the Outkast thing. I'm
Yeah.
a very big fan of Outkast. So
Actually, they didn't see my now. See,
Okay. I knew you were
am-
gonna say that.
I am single-handedly responsible for the Outkast thing because I remember when we were going to Coachella for Outkast. I said, so why are we going here again?
Oh.
yeah.
And now
right.
it's like, oh, that's what it is.
I was sitting on the side of the stage. I was like, okay, I know a couple songs. And him and dude standing by, he knew all the he knew
A$AP
all the
Rocky.
words.
Yeah.
A$AP
It was
Rocky.
crazy.
And they were just,
That was A$AP Rocky standing.
I didn't know it was
You
dark.
didn't know
I'm
it?
sorry.
It was
That was
dark.
A$AP Rocky, Tyler the Creator,
Yeah.
Pharrell,
Oh, yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes.
Man, everybody was there.
Busta Rhymes,
He said,
man,
yeah, him and
he's
the
funny.
dude standing
yeah,
back.
I like. You're so adorable. I
Pretty
love
much
it.
like gonna kill you, man.
I love you
nah.
guys.
The dude standing by him.
Nah.
No.
Actually, he got an album coming out. I mean, he got an album out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
See, look, you knew.
Yeah,
you
man,
knew.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love this, man. I love watching you be a dad, but we're always a fan of your music and
Well, thank
the
you.
talent that you've found. And I know you're executive producing. What is it? Sisterhood?
Sisterhood of Hip
Yeah.
Hop.
So, and we love your loyalty. Like the fact that you've always supported Iggy, and when people have given her a hard time, like now people are like, oh, she canceled her tour because she's feeling the backlash. And how do you deal with that? Do you just like, look, she needs a vacation?
I mean, man, one thing about it is just like when you shoot a bullet out of a gun, you can't take it back. So once that tour go out, it's out.
Yeah.
So you have to feel the absolute most confident, and you have to be in the best position to present your art to the world.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel that for whatever reason, there's no reason to half-ass present anything. So I feel, any artist reserves the
Yeah.
right to, postpone or reschedule any presentation of their art,
Yeah.
and any true fan should appreciate that.
We love it. T.I, it's always an honor to sit with you.
Likewise.
Your dad is beyond a superstar. I know you guys look at him as dad, but for many of us, always the king. We love you, T.I, for everything that
you.
you've done for us. Love what you guys are doing on the show every Monday on VH1.
9:30.
Watch it. You guys are not going to be let down. I hope you get your driver's license, Messiah.
Right now.
I'ma
Do
get
it.
it. Don't worry about it.
Don't
I'ma
hit the
get it.
kids, the little
Right now.
balls that are being thrown out. You know what I mean? You got this. I believe in you, man.
Thank you. For
You stay out
believing
of trouble. Don't talk to girls. I know Dad's
Well,
all
talk to
about it.
girls.
No, it's bad news. Focus on music and being an engineer. Just
Okay.
live your life, man.
All right.
You can
all
talk
right.
to girls, man.
Thank you so much, T.I.